Hello Stampers, this is super awesome stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, USA. Thanks for joining me today for this vlog video. It's a video log where we share links to other videos that have projects designed and the theme that is designated. And this month's theme is scraps. So I know you all have scraps in your bin. So let's get started creating my card. So when I looked in my scrap bin, I had a lot of these in good taste ends that I've accumulated over this past year. This is pattern paper from the annual catalog that carried over. And generally we have one wood looking pattern paper pack, so they carried this over. There's a lot of different varieties of patterns in this pack that coordinate pretty well together. So these strips are 4" by, they were 3/4 inch. Most of them are 3/4 inch. This one right here is like a 1/2 inch. And again, these were just scraps that I had in my bin. This one right here is a little bit shorter, and I'm going to show you how to make that one look like it's longer when we get to that. So your first step is to create a backer sheet. Let me just tip those off of the mat there. And my backer sheet is another scrap or a scrap that I generated. So when you purchase our Designer Series paper, it comes with these stiff white backer sheets, and on the back says the colors that are included in each kit, and then all the languages where we sell our products in. So I just cut this down to that first layer on a normal card base. So I am in the USA, so my card base is A2. So I cut this layer down to 4 inches by 5¼ inches. And then if you have the part of the Designer Series paper that has the writing, just make sure that is going down. And then your next layer, or your next thing to do, is to arrange your pieces of pattern paper in a pattern that's pleasing to you. So I decided, instead of having everything straight, let me just put it on here straight so you can see that, how that looks. Here's how, if you have all of the edges lined up, this is what this one would look like. I didn't care for that look with all these different patterns. I wanted it kind of at an angle, like this pattern, like the pattern I've glued down. So that's what I'm going to do right now, and I'll show you how I kind of assembled all these pieces here. The easiest thing to do is to grab your green glue and then just start on either end. And I just put a strip down the center of each pattern piece. This one I think I had going straight on. And using the green glue, you've got a few seconds to move it down to where you want it. Okay, then I'm going to start at the top. And this one's got a little bit of that left corner peeking out. The left white right there. And I'm going to come down here. And since I'm putting the glue just through the center of the strip, I can kind of tuck in the patterns on either edge. Okay, and then the next one's going to be this one. And on my sample card, I got a little edge or angle happy, so I have a lot of white there. Don't really care for that, but it'll be fine. So just kind of make sure you're aware of that when you're doing this technique. Oh, and I told you I was going to show you this piece is a little bit shorter. Just rip it in half. Since we are covering it up in that center with the center sentiment, there. Nobody will know that we ripped that in half. So if you have some pieces of the pattern paper that are shorter than others, put those in the center of your card where you're going to attach your sentiment. And then tuck that under. And we've got one more strip that will go on the top like that. And since this is a coordinating pattern pack, it's got all of these same tones and textures. I think this technique of adding strips on a back sheet really lends itself well to our coordinating pattern paper packs. Okay, I think I'm not done with the green glue, but I have to do some stamping. So we'll just set that aside to dry for a second while we do some of the stamping. Shape is from my Sniblet bin as well, and it's a shape from the Tasteful Labels dies. And I'm using a brand new stamp set called The Biggest Wish. And what I like about this stamp set is we have super large letters and sentiments. All right, so I just tried to line up the edge of my stamp with the edge of the paper. And this framelit set features some little indents. It's not scoring, it's just like light indenting. So make sure you've got the right side of the framelit up. Hold that up, maybe you can see that. And if you have the other side up, because you got a stamp on the back side, that one's fine too. It kind of looks like just lightly textured on the back. All right, and then I had another Sniblet in my bin. And just put some glue through the center because we are going to custom cut this one off. No need to run it through your embossing machine, your die cut embossing machine, just custom cut it off. So I'm just lining up the edge of the white with the edge of the pattern paper. Looks like I got my stamp straight on, so yay. It's always a challenge when we're filming because I'm not looking directly over my area that I'm stamping. So just flip it over and grab your paper snips and custom cut that off along the edge. All right. Then I got another piece from my Sniblet bin. This time it's the Gorgeous Grape. And it was 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 inches. So I cut it down to 3 by 3.5 inches. Like that. And we'll do some stamping next, as long as I have this label on there to know where I'm going to position the birthday. Just like that. Let me pick that up and see if I like that. That's going up a little more than I care. It's not a straight sentiment. It's kind of curved a little bit. Let me see if I can get over that a little better. There, it's more of a straight line. All right, this was the Gorgeous Grape ink pad that I was using. Done with that. All right, gonna pull in my card base here. And I can get rid of the paper piercing mat now. So this is a card that you would gift to somebody who may not appreciate all of your hard work and or maybe would not appreciate getting a flower on their card. So just using some green glue and holding that down and putting that in place. Okay, and next, as long as I got the green glue going here, let's put some of that on the back of that. I'm going to hold that up and make sure I've got it straight. Yep. All right, and more Sniblets. So this is our linen thread, and there's a couple of threads wound together on our linen thread. So this had come unwound, and it is about 14 inches. Again, this was from my Sniblet bin again. It was probably the end of the roll. And so I just threw it in my Sniblet bin. All right, and now I am just meeting up the ends. And going to tie a knot, which is interesting because you've got 6 ends there. There. Okay. And then I'm going to tie a double knot because I want that knot to stay where I want it. All right. I'm going to move that knot over to the center. And then what I did was pull these to the back side to kind of make that X look. And then bring that around. And you can put a block over that to kind of weight it so they stay where you want it. And I grab my tear and tape. Just going to grab 2 small lengths because we're only using it to secure the linen thread down. We're not going to use it to secure the paper down because we are going to pop our paper up. All right, and then I'm going to use these ends. Okay, that one had the backer sheet already off. All right, and that's going to go in the center. Now the last little detail is this linen thread. So the ends that I snipped off, I'm going to grab my glue dot roll, and all I did was gather all of those ends together in the center. So even tails on either side. And then I just placed it on a glue dot. Okay, let's rip that off of the glue dot thread. And then, so all of the ends on one glue dot, but there's some glue dot sticking out there. So as I pick it up, I'm going to kind of roll that glue dot in on itself so there's not so much glue sticking out so that it won't stick to the envelope. And just tuck it under that knot. And then do a little bit of zhuzhin. Pull some of those threads through. And then cut some of the ends off if you want them all the same size. I think this one is a little bit too long right here. I might leave. Oh, darn it. Look what I just did. I cut. So let's see, how am I going to fix that? Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, look, this is my sniblet bin for my purples. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab our dragonfly punch. And I think I'm going to place it right there. That will work. So you can always fix something, and that is what your sniblet / scrap bin is good for. And nobody's going to know who gets this greeting card unless they watch this video that I accidentally snipped that side. Okay. Let's just gather some of those threads to that glue dot. Okay. And then I'll use a glue dot to put that right there. All right, so add a comment below, which one do you like, with the dragonfly, without? Inside, let's do the inside real quick. Inside is just my 1/6 of an 8.5 by 11 Whisper White, which is now called Basic White. We changed suppliers earlier this year, not too long ago. So I am still stuck on the old name. And then we can just put a thin layer of glue on that one. Again, another sniblet I didn't have the same size of scrap, but I had this size, so we're going to use that. We're just pulling a little bit of the outside color in with these steps, so it doesn't really matter what size they are. There. Let's try to get that straight. There we go. And then, as long as I am putting a dragonfly on the outside, let's grab my sniblet bin again. Oh, actually, I have more of a snib there. There's this one that oh, there it is. Other side. Grab that. Another glue dot. And there you go. All right, so leave a comment below and let me know which version you like, with the dragonfly or without. I think they're both very nice cards. They're very substantial. They feel nice and heavy in the hand. And I think anybody would like a birthday card like that. All right, I'm going to do a quick catalog tour so you know where I got all the products. They're from the annual catalog, which went live in May 2021. This is a brand new stamp set. It is called the Biggest Wish, and it is a photopolymer stamp set. So here's the stamp set right there. And then now they print the verses on the cover sheet, and then you can stick your stamps to the actual acetate case. They still arrive between two pieces of acetate though. All right, next product, is the Gorgeous Grape ink pad. Right there. We also sell the re-inker, so don't forget to add the refill to your order if you're ordering ink pads. That way you've got plenty of ink for a long time to come. Here is the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. 24 sheets to a pack, 2 of each of the 12 double-sided designs for $21. So you get all those designs in your package. It's a good half-price item if you can't find a bundle you want at half price. Linen threads right here, page 140. You get 15 yards. So I love linen thread. It's always on my ribbon holding shelf. And then the Tasteful Labeled Dies is right here, page 166. And here is the shape that I used. And then last, let's go back to the punches. I added the Dragonfly Punch for the save. All right, thanks for watching. Make sure you hop along on all of the rest of the vlog participant videos. Their links will be in the description below. Make sure you like and subscribe my channel with the little button that's right down below to be notified when I load new content. All right, thanks for watching. This is super awesome Stamper Shirley Merker. Bye.